Guns are extremely influential and powerful weapons. They can protect us, but they can be the cause of our death. Guns can produce crime. Crime and guns are highly associated. Restriction of owning a gun is known, but we can prevent anyone to own one. Guns are invented long time ago. It appeared first in China around 1000 AD. Gun was developed time to time into more expensive and extremely dangerous weapons. We need to be aware and pay attention to the current events and issues of our country. Firearms are generally classified into three types: handguns, pistols, and rifles, but any other name could frighten us as long as it's a gun. Useful but powerful at the same time. As we know, numbers of negative effects of gun are happening because of people who own it unauthorized. Governments, governments established laws for it or bans as a result of increasing crime rate. Firearms users must be responsible for the proper storage of their guns. It must be registered or licensed. Individual ownership must be used for self-defense or other good act that can be done with a gun. Individual ownership must be used for self-defense or other good act that can be done with a gun. Ownership of a gun is monitored in the Philippines based on Republic Act number 10591, shall be known as Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act, which the purpose is to maintain the peace and order and protect the people against violence. One must be responsible of carrying a weapon. The state recognizes the right of its qualified citizens to self-defense, true when it's the reasonable means to repel the unlawful aggression under the circumstances, the use of firearms. I believe that owning a gun has its own positive and negative impact in the society. Some are for recreational use. If we will terminate the gun here, imagine a policeman trying to stop the crime without a gun. How are they supposed to protect us if gun is the only thing that criminals will be frightened of? Some of the governments around the world created the gun control system to take away the gun from common citizens in order to ensure their safety, and the other purpose of it is to ensure that guns do not reach the hands of criminals. Gun plays a large role in our life, but unfortunately, some of them are tragic, like the death of Senator Benigno Nonoy Aquino Jr. and other well-known people in the world. We have Abraham Lincoln from USA, which is the 16th president, and guns is also a weapon that kills animals not just for food, but in illegal business. Numbers of species of animals are decreasing. Others become endangered, then extinct. Guns also have the positive effect in terms of serving our nation. People who protect us with the use of gun, we have soldiers and policemen to name a few. While guns can also entertain us with doing an activity in a firing range, even in the video games, guns have the influence on the games, and no physical harm could cause. Guns are anything like other things in the world. Anything that is below and above the normal use is harmful. It depends on how we use it. Some people use for illegal purposes, to murder, to force people like robbery, and other negative acts. But we should always remember that guns can keep us alive because they protect us. Recreation, hunting, self-defense are the things where you can see the better effect of a gun.